Hey, I'm Cameron, a Christian storyteller, and for the last 5 years, I've been developing a 3-season animated biblical epic that explores the entire story between God and humanity across 7,000 years of history. Why am I making this show? Well, I really want to tell God's story in a way that I haven't seen it told anywhere else. I've watched all sorts of Christian films and shows out there, and I found that none of them hit the spot. And over time, I began to write the show that I was craving to watch. That's what the show is. If you are a Christian who's craving for deeper biblical content, this is the right place for you. You'll get updates, exclusive behind-the-scenes content, and beautiful art for the show. We really need your help right now because we are getting ready to launch a Kickstarter campaign, and we need a lot of art before then. We aren't backed by a massive studio. We are doing this independently, so we need your help to make this happen. We have the story, we have the artists. Now all we need is the money to pay them. So by becoming a paid member, you will be directly funding the artists to create every single one of these creative assets you see on the screen right now in the next 5.5 months. And you will get to see them before anyone else. During my sophomore year of high school, I fell in love with God and had an epiphany. Most films focus on heroes like Moses and Daniel and David, but few tell God's side of the story. Contrary to popular belief, Daniel and Revelation do exactly that. They are some of the most vulnerable expressions of the heart of God in the entire Bible. Yet most are afraid to even open these books. And just like that, most Christians miss the most beautiful parts of the Bible. Satan doesn't want today's Christians to understand Daniel and Revelation because if we did, we'd stop obsessing over how we're doing and start asking God how He's doing. From that day on, I committed myself to bringing God's story to life through one of the most powerful cultural mediums we have today, film and television. And for the last 7 years, I've studied the biblical narrative, learned the film industry from Christian producers, animation from Disney veterans, and screenwriting from David Weiss, one of the writers on Shrek 2. I would say that this show is kind of my personal love letter to God. And I want to invite you onto this journey because I can't do this alone. This show is for Christians who have questions their pastors are too afraid to answer. Because over and over, I've found that when we understand God's story, our doubts, our fears, our misunderstandings, they all melt away. So please, help us tell God's story to the world.